Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing okay, self-isolating, taking care of yourself, getting your groceries and all your essential needs. I thought I'd check in with you and just in an effort to make sure nobody's feeling completely isolated and disconnected. I know that not everyone in our church can get access to videos, but some of you can, and then your chore or your task or your calling, your ministry is to take time to connect with others. We have got our phone folks, quite a few folks who are intentionally calling folks to make sure everybody is feeling included, remembered. And of course, all of us are responsible for calling family and friends and those we know to make sure they're doing okay. Just to reach out, as they're now saying, rather than social isolation, it's physical isolation. Doesn't mean we can't call, talk, email, message, whatever method you want to use, wave across the street to someone as they go by. So that's what we can do to help make sure everybody feels okay going through this. This is a significant crisis, and it doesn't seem like it when it's, you look around you, you don't see very many people ill. Nobody here in Abbotsford so far as we know. So it's hard to see it and understand it. But it really is. It's an existential crisis, meaning it's a life-threatening crisis, or a crisis that threatens structures of our culture and society. We'll pull together collectively in our church and probably in our whole culture, and we'll get through this. But meanwhile, here we are in the midst of it. A few things you should know about the church. We did try YouTube last week. It worked a little better than the week before for live streaming. This week we're going to try a different platform called Zoom, and I'll send out information on how to access that. Apparently it seems to work much better. I did set up the Zoom on this Sunday as well, and just had one person try it out, and it seemed to work better without pausing, and that's the issue we were having, a pausing and buffering for many people. So we'll have to see. I will post later this week a redo of the sermon on Sunday, just the sermon piece. I thought I'd do that each week, and so people can see it at their leisure. And one of the subjects I addressed last week is this sense that we always want to have someone to blame for situations, and sometimes we want to blame God. There's reasons why that is not helpful, but at the same time, our loving Creator has broad shoulders, can take it. If you want to be angry at God for what's happening, lay it at the feet of His throne. We can use that metaphor, and let it out. Don't hold this in. It's not healthy. We need to think about our well-being. We can work through the theology of why this has happened as time goes by. Meanwhile, we at the church are trying our best. We've got the leadership, the board, and others are working on trying to make sure everything stays held together. The church will be under some financial strain, there's no doubt. There's a little bit of support that can come from the government programs that are being offered. We'll be okay. We'll make it through. And as time goes by, we don't know how long this is going to last, but we need to prepare for a longer stretch so that we're delighted and surprised when it's shorter than what we prepared for. If you need help getting groceries or that sort of thing, or anything of that nature, someone will be calling you if you're on our congregational list, and we can get some help for you. We have some volunteers willing, and of course we'll keep track of how you're all doing. We want to know how you're doing, both in your physical distancing and in your health and well-being. So take care, as friends. Continue to pray, continue to offer your heart to those around you in compassion and love. Continue to lean into God as our source and our hope, and we will be community. We will be the body of Christ here in Abbotsford, for each other, for the world, and all will be well in the end. Although there will be suffering and struggling on the way through, there's no doubt. So be well, take care, and God bless.